Most of this first day is spent on the Appalachian Trail. This has been a tough climb.
Backs are heavy and the legs are tired.
Ashley just dropped her phone off the bridge. This section of the trail is gonna be a little tough going.
I wasn't done.
Oh.
Dang it.
Welcome back to another video, everyone. Another backpacking trip. We are backpacking about 43 miles through the Smoky Mountain National Park over the course of 4 days and 3 nights. We have 3 different campsites that we're going to be staying at. Day 1 is about 10.5 miles. Day 2 is a little bit longer at like maybe 14.3. Day 3 will be about 12.5 miles. And then for our last day, on the way out, we have a short day of only like 6.5 miles. It's gonna be a lot of fun and it's great to be back in the Smoky Mountains. I haven't been here in about 6 years, so it's great to be back on the Appalachian Trail. One cool thing about this trip is that I'm testing a load of different gear. Me and Ashley both have new water filters that we're gonna be using. I have a new sleeping pad for this trip, one that I'm very excited to use. I have an Outdoor Vitals hoodie or a jacket, which I put it on. It's super comfortable and I'm excited to see how that actually performs when it gets cold tonight. I feel like I'm forgetting one more thing that I have that's new. Oh yeah, we've got some, for meals, we actually have some ReadyWise meals to eat tonight or over the entire trip. Really, we got several of them. So I'm excited to try those out and have some really good dehydrated backpacking food. So a lot of cool stuff, a lot of new gear to test out, and more videos to come off of this one video itself. If you've ever hiked on the Appalachian Trail, there is a lot of rocks. It's just climbing up and down, stuff like this. Quite a bit of the trail. It doesn't make for the easiest going, but we're still in mountains and I like being up in the mountains. This is the new filter that I'm using for backpacking. It's the same one that I reviewed before for the PureBag Adventure Pack. It's just using the PureBag Micro, so we'll see how it works. Just gotta remember that this one's clean water and this one's dirty. One thing that I love about being in the Appalachian Mountains or over in this area is being in a bunch of rhododendron, I think is what all of these are. And we just walked through this like complete path. The trail just goes straight through, like you're surrounded in a bunch of it, and they're super cool. It's just a super thick, lush sort of like tree shrub sort of thing, and it just kind of covers everything. Props to whoever did trail maintenance on this too, because they just blazed a trail straight through. 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 They just blazed a trail strai and it's beautiful. And now I gotta go catch up to Ashley as I was sitting here talking to the camera. We just landed at our campsite. We're at we flew down to our campsite, super easy. No hiking involved today. We just made it to our campsite. It's 5 o'clock. Do you know how many miles that was, Ashley?
Oh, 11.6.
11?
No, sorry, 13.6.
That was 13 points?
Yeah.
All right. So I was off by like 3.5 miles about. So yeah, it's like 3.5 miles longer than what I thought today was going to be, which is fine because I think that means tomorrow will actually be shorter than what I thought, which I guess is good. But we're gonna set up camp and get some food going because we are starving. Yours really gets some tension on it. Home sweet home. So I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm testing a new sleeping pad. I have the Cetus Summit. Oh, I can't remember the name of it.
And purple used to be.
What is the name? Like Exped?
No,
X.
that's a brand.
Oh, okay. Who?
It doesn't say on there?
I don't think so. Maybe when Either Light XT. So See the Summit sent me their Either Light XT. So I'm testing this weekend. I already took it out and pumped it up, and I immediately was super impressed. The pump stack, for one thing, is pretty cool. But that's not the point of this video. That's in a different video. So I'm gonna pump this stuff up, set up my bed, and eat some food. Oh. My camera almost fell over and I just caught it. Oh, I can't wait to sleep in this quilt. Oh no! Me and Ashley got some ReadyWise meals, so thank you to ReadyWise for sending me some meals. Ashley's trying the pork chili verde one. She said it was pretty good. Could maybe use like some salt, maybe.
No, don't say that.
We can say whatever we want to.
There's already so much sodium in this.
She says it needs something more, like maybe some more spices. Put it that way. Not salt, maybe some more spices. But I'm gonna try the country style chicken pot pie. It's a really low angle. But we're backpacking, so this is what we've got. Oh, it's hot. It's pretty good. I feel like there's too much water in here, but it tastes like pot pie. It does taste very good. Just it called for like 12 ounces of water, and that seems like too much water. Okay, we just finished eating. I had like 2,000 calories worth of food, probably. Pretty close. But we're just gonna hang out. It's getting dark pretty quick. It's 6:20. Yeah, we're just gonna hang out. I'm gonna go hang up our food, and we'll see you in the morning. I don't understand why day one was way, like 3 miles longer than it was supposed to be. I don't know where that came from.
Everything. So sorry tonight.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It's the beginning of day 2. We have somewhere between like 12 miles to maybe 15, maybe 16. But we're not really entirely sure because yesterday's trip was 3 miles longer than it was supposed to be. It rained throughout the night a little bit for a while. We woke up and everything is pretty much just like covered in water, but we had coffee, had breakfast, packed up camp, and we're just about to head out. Right now it is 9:42 a.m. That is way later than I thought it was gonna be.
You sleepyhead.
I thought it was like 9 o'clock. Anyway, we're gonna get a move on and get going towards our second campsite. Both of us have definitely got a few aches and pains this morning, just like sore, kind of like upper back. For some reason this strap, I couldn't figure it out. Just kept on making my right shoulder and upper back muscles super sore. Hopefully I can figure it out today. But otherwise, just like hips are a bit sore, hamstrings, calf muscles, all the regular aches and pains you get from backpacking. This day 2 itself, we should be along water pretty much most of the day, except for like the last 5 miles. So we don't really need to carry as much water. Whereas yesterday we had to carry a decent amount of water for pretty much the whole day because we were up high on the Appalachian Trail where there wasn't really as much water accessible. So it's nice that today we don't have as much weight in water that we have to bring with us. I also absolutely love this kind of weather where everything is like a little bit damp. It's kind of cold. It's a nice day out. It's kind of chilly. The leaves are falling. It's beautiful. I love it. For a lot of today now we've been hiking along this road this whole time. Or I guess it isn't too much. There was like a fire road and now we're to this main road for these 2 miles. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this. Once we reach a parking lot, then we're gonna cross the river that's right there that we've been along all today and start going back up into the mountains about 5 miles until our campsite. You can tell this is a more popular area. There's been a lot more people, but it is really cool being along the river the whole time. I love a sweet mountain stream, mountain river like that with all the rocks and rapids, everything. They're super cool. The ranger that we had talked to at the beginning of our first day told us that the remaining like 5 miles until we get to our campsite is gonna be dry. There's not gonna be any water along the way. So we're about to fill up a bunch of water here at the river and carry that to our campsite, and the campsite might also not have any water. So we're gonna bring a lot with us so we have enough and don't run out. We just spent basically the whole day going down. Huh?
What?
What?
Oh.
We just spent basically the whole day going downhill, easy trail, flat, gradual decline. We had water the whole time, and the ranger told us that we gotta bring water to our next campsite, and it's like 4.1 miles just uphill as we have a bunch of water weight with us. So that's great, but we gotta do it anyway. No reason complaining. Oh. Nothing. Huh. Should we leave it for someone else or should we take it?
Leave it.
We'll leave it. We just had a very exhausting, like probably 2.5 miles just like straight up. And like I said before, carrying all this water is exhausting.
The backs are heavy and the legs are tired,
but we're getting there. A few more miles to go. Yeah. We're headed this direction towards the Curry Mountain Trail. Our campsite is somewhere between 1.9 miles away, probably like 1.2. That direction is our campsite. Oh, we made it. We finally made it. That was exhausting. How do you feel after that one, Ashley?
Huh?
How do you feel after that?
Let's do it again.
I'm exhausted. We're gonna eat and hang out, and yeah, whew, it was a long day. So I made this ReadyWise meal. It's their pasta a la vodka. This is probably the best backpacking meal I've ever had in my entire life. Like, it tastes like something you would get in a restaurant. It really does taste that good. The textures still kind of has like the texture of a backpacking meal, but it tastes really, really good. Job well done, ReadyWise. Oh, that's definitely lighter than yesterday. Morning, everybody. It is the beginning of day 3. We got a little bit earlier of a start today because I actually got out of the tent a little bit earlier. Whenever we start late, it's my fault. It's not Ashley's. She's always up for like an hour reading while I'm still asleep. I think we looked and it was like 11.3 miles today, so 2 hours less, or 2 miles less than the past 2 days, which is kind of nice. A little bit less mileage and not as much elevation. We should be along a river. Yeah, 9:15 a.m. Should be there by the mid-afternoon or so, early evening. We have hiked over 7 miles already and it's just like 12:30. So we're gonna have some lunch now, but before lunch, this is a good time for me to talk about a very important subject about backpacking. So when you're out backpacking, you always are conscious of water. It's what you need to stay alive. For cooking your food and drinking water, that's super, super important. And hopefully you can find a campsite that's along water. So you bring a water filter with you. So for this trip, me and Ashley are both using these Bag micro filters. I made a review on this just a little while ago and I'm trying out for backpacking and it's worked super well so far. I really like using it. It's the same hollow fiber membrane filter that like every backpacking filter is made out of. This is the same exact technology and it's worked super well and you guys have seen it during this video. But one thing is that backpacking water filters can fail. Sometimes they just break for whatever reason, or you lose an O-ring inside this, which can happen, or maybe it freezes overnight because it got too cold and you forgot to sleep with your filter. These things can happen, so it's always good to have a backup with you. So inside this bag, which just holds all of my regular, just my miscellaneous backpacking things that always come with, I have with me a bundle of aqua tabs. So these are a chemical water treatment, which is no different than anything that's like if you live in a city, it's the same sort of treatment that is the tap water in the city that you would get from your sink. So in case the water filters that we have were to break or something were to happen, we have some sort of backup to purify water. And now if you don't want to bring these with, you're going to have to boil water or find some other solution. This is definitely a very convenient solution. And all of these things, the water filter and these aqua tabs, bring me to the sponsor of this video, the sponsor of this backpacking trip, and that is Business Connect Adventure. If you guys didn't know, Business Connect Adventure is a distributor of a wide range of water filters for your home, for backpacking, for camping, and survival situations. They have a bunch of really, really cool stuff. Water filters that I trust to use for backpacking and camping that I've reviewed a ton of times and I really like to use. Business Connect Adventure also works to supply countries in need with safe drinking water. They distribute things like aqua tabs, Delta filters, a bunch of other different ranges of filters and water purification to give people in need access to safe drinking water. And they also help with disaster relief as well. So with the recent hurricanes that happened actually in the area that I'm in right now and in the Carolinas and so on, Business Connect Adventure has helped supply aqua tabs to those areas and help treat over 175,000 gallons of water. So people have access to safe drinking water so they can eat and drink and have clean water. And that's one of the main reasons that I like working with Business Connect Adventure, because they directly do good work for places that need access to safe drinking water and for disaster relief. So if you guys are looking for some water filters or any sort of water purification method, check out the links I have in the description that'll take you to Business Connect Adventure, and that's a great way to help support me and help me make more content like this for you guys. And I do really like working with Business Connect Adventure because they're really good people that work there, and they also support a really good cause. So thank you to Business Connect Adventure for sponsoring this video and sponsoring this backpacking trip. I'm gonna go have some lunch.
But also, while we're at it, check out that sweet bridge we just got to walk across. That is super cool. It's definitely meant for like UTVs and ATVs. Right along this awesome river.
We actually get to follow this river for pretty much the remainder of today, which we're kind of almost there. We've got like 4 miles to go. This is gonna be a quick day, which is nice because the first 2 days were pretty long. Oh no! Oh. Ashley just dropped her phone off bridge down into the water down there. We're gonna try to get it. It just fell like right down between those cracks, right into the river. Yeah. You? Yeah, I saw it fall in front of that. I was trying to spot to see if anything fell downstream, but I'm gonna get in there and see if we can find it. Oh, man. We found it in the rapids. That's so crazy.
It's on. It's amazing. And it was in the worst part of the rapids. Holy shit.
Oh, that was all you.
Okay, so we got the phone. Everything's A-okay. Everything still works. She's able to check the GPS. And that was kind of a nice little refreshing dip in the water. It was like a little ice bath, and it cleaned off our arms and legs. Now we're back on the trail. Somewhere around 3 miles to go, something like that. I like this. Yeah, totally. This is like the best campsite yet. Look at this. This is huge. Okay, just like that, we made it to our final campsite on this trip, which is crazy because it feels like I was just saying we were about to make it to our first campsite. And it's early, it's 3:24 p.m., which is over 2 hours earlier than we got to our campsite last night. We really pounded out that 11.3 miles or whatever. 11.5 miles. We saved a cell phone and made it to our final campsite. Think if you would have had
You want a tortilla?
Mm-hmm. Good morning, everybody. It is 9 a.m. on our last day here in the Smoky Mountains. We just packed up, we're headed out. There's approximately 6.5 to 7 miles. It won't take us too long to get out of here, but it's basically a vertical climb out because we have some elevation to cover today. It is really, really cold this morning. Like, this is definitely the coldest day we've had. I'm waiting for the sun that you can see behind me to peak down low enough and heat things up because it's cold. This has been a really fun trip. This is a super cool place. I always love hiking over in the Appalachian Mountains. It's definitely a really pretty time of the year to be in the Smokies with all the colors changing. One thing I forgot to mention too is that the ranger warned us that this section of the trail specifically is gonna be a little tough going because of all the hurricane damage. I forgot about that until just now. It looks like it's gonna be rough.
What the heck is this? Oh yes, this is what. This is gotta be why they have this wire. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think someone went down.
Okay. The challenges of this trail are not over yet. We've got a tough hiking to go still. Okay, anyway, to summarize this trip, it's been a ton of fun. It was definitely hard work, but hard work and backpacking kind of go hand in hand. So with that, thank you all for watching this video and for joining us on this backpacking trip. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate all of you guys for watching this video all the way through, because that's amazing and I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you to Business Connect Adventure for sponsoring this video and for sponsoring this backpacking trip. And with that, I'll see you all in my next video.
That's okay.
We're done. 43-ish miles later. 4 days later. We're done.